Hello everyone, and welcome to Thoughts from the Throne 15. Now, sorry, it's been a few weeks since I have updated this. I've been very busy having a family. As you guys all know, I am the father of a newborn son. His name's Maxwell. He's 2 months old. He just became 2 months this week, and he's doing great. It's been a blessing for myself and my wife, Rebby Hardy. So thank you guys. You're constantly asking about him. I'm constantly posting pictures on Twitter, and you can follow my son Maxwell at MATTHARDYBRAND on Twitter. It's been a few weeks since I've been here. I want to first and foremost say it's been a couple weeks after the fact, but I want to send my condolences out to Hot Rod, Roddy Piper, and his family. I got to know Roddy in the last few years of his life. And you know, when I worked with WWE, I got to work with Roddy here and there, and I got to know him, and we were acquaintances. I would see him in passing. But as time went on, after I'd left WWE and I had a more open, flexible schedule, working with Ring of Honor, and now I'm currently working with Impact Wrestling, TNA, I got to do a lot more things, a lot more independences with Hot Rod. We actually filmed a movie together. Pro Wrestlers vs. Zombies in 2012, and what an experience that was. I actually got to play actor across from Hot Rod in that movie, and I got to have a couple scenes with him. My wife was in some scenes with him, and it was amazing. Just getting to spend a few days with him, be on set with Roddy Piper, and I remember when he did the movie They Live, and it was such a cult favorite, and I loved it, and I was such a huge Hot Rod fan growing up. I mean, Roddy Piper truly defined and kind of, he built the blueprint for what the modern day bad guy is in professional wrestling. The way he talked, the way he acted, the verbiage he used in his promos. I mean, his mannerisms, his body language, everything about Hot Rod is what the heel would evolve to be in the year 2015. So he had so many awesome contributions to wrestling. Not only did I get to hang out with him while filming that movie, whenever we did the DVD voiceovers and the commentary, I can't tell you how great of a guy he was. So humble, so nice, so kind. One of my favorite memories with Hot Rod was we did a show earlier this year for Northeast Wrestling, and there was 500 or 600 kids and young adults were there. They were all either mentally or physically handicapped. It was more or less a campus. It was a camp that kind of housed these people where their parents couldn't take care of them, or they didn't have parents to take care of them, and this camp took care of all these kids. And we did a free fundraiser show there. And myself and Roddy, we were the two names on the show, and we got to spend the whole evening together. We stayed overnight in a bed and breakfast. I got to meet his son, Colt, and I got to just spend a lot of time chatting with Roddy. And Roddy's one of those guys who really reminds me of what it's like to be in the wrestling business, especially once you get in. It's real easy to get your body beat up. It's easy to go in dark, bad places. Your demons can come out, but Hot Rod had truly got to a place in life where he was happy with everything. He was comfortable with everything. Roddy Piper reminds me of that quote from the Amy Winehouse movie. It was beautiful. I loved it. The quote was like this: "Life teaches you how to live it if you live long enough." An amazing quote. And Hot Rod, I love you. I miss you, and I'm very fortunate, and I feel blessed that I got to spend as much time with you as I did. Condolences to you and your family. Speaking of the Amy Winehouse movie, it was a great movie. My wife was a big Amy Winehouse fan. She wanted to see it. We saw it. I loved it. I thought it was a great movie. I would recommend watching it. And while we're on the topics of movies, this week we went out and watched the Straight Outta Compton NWA movie. And anyone who's a fan of Matt Hardy knows I'm an NWA fan. I'm a huge Public Enemy fan. I love both those groups. And just watching the NWA movie just reminded me of what it's like to have start in life with the dream. You know, come from a poor background with nothing and really work hard to accomplish something. And that's something all those guys did. And it also helps remind me of, like, once you become famous or you reach a celebrity status, how easy it is to fall away from friends, or how money creates problems, or how management creates problems. And if you get a chance, and it doesn't make a difference if you hate rap music or what, this is a great piece on human beings. Go watch the Straight Outta Compton movie. It's an amazing movie, and I loved it, and it truly does. It gives you good insight into normal people that start from nothing and build into something, and also play off society and what's going on around them and what's current, and being on the pulse of everyday life, because that is exactly what they did. They hit a nerve, and they touched people because they were hitting topics in a certain way. It was very aggressive, it was vulgar, but they were hitting topics that no one else had talked about at that time. And it was amazing. They were pioneers for the rap game, no doubt about it. And that also brings me to a point of, in the wrestling business, if you are a professional wrestler and you're looking to succeed, if you're looking to do this as a full-time occupation or career, take advantage of the things you have right now. Much like NWA created these gangster rap identities for all those guys, you have the ability with Twitter, with Facebook, with YouTube. Go out and take advantage. Don't wait on Vince McMahon from WWE or Dixie Carter from TNA or Joe Cobb from Ring of Honor to be a promoter that is going to promote you and build you into some character or some gimmick and make you famous and well known. Take the opportunity to do it yourself, because now you have the opportunity. You can post videos. Tell me what your character is. Find a character. Define yourself. Figure out what you are. Be able to look in the mirror and have an honest approach of like what you could actually realistically be good at and what you are about and how fans could possibly view you, and create your character, create your persona. I think more wrestlers need to do it, especially in this day and age. It's a great tool you have in 2015. It's a tool that I did not have in 1995 when I was first really trying to get into pro wrestling hot and heavy. It reminds me of the Tough Enough I just watched, where one of the contestants, Tanner, who I liked a lot, and I thought he was really good. Very athletic, very passionate. He's an MMA fighter, a great athlete, and he could potentially be very good, but he lacked personality. And that's something you should all work on. Develop a personality, develop a persona, figure out a character. And that guy Tanner, I hope he keeps going on. I hope he does indies. I hope he continues to work, because I think he's got a lot of potential. And it takes a while to find personality. Some people are shy, some people are timid. I was. When I first started wrestling, I was shy, I was timid, and now you can't shut me up. I will brag and boast, and I will be ridiculous when it comes to talking and speaking, especially if I'm a bad guy. I do that much better than being a good guy. But anyway, do that. You can't be afraid. You have to let go of your fear of being an asshole when it comes to being a professional wrestler. You really do, especially when you're just being a character or a performer, whether you're an actor or a rapper or a wrestler, whatever it may be. The worst thing you can do in entertainment is be boring. So don't be boring. Find a way to not be boring. One last thing. A lot of you guys were very excited about the GFW event. My brother Jeff Hardy was there. Jeff Jarrett, it's very cool. He worked with WrestleCade. He's also working with TNA, and I really appreciate the fact that Jeff Jarrett is reaching out and working with other organizations. I think that is the wave of the future. I think that's what's going to happen. But Jeff Jarrett and I have a long history, and I've never really trusted Jeff Jarrett. So I actually sent a video message in, and on November the 28th, I will be facing Jeff Jarrett at WrestleCade. And that is a match you do not want to miss. As everyone knows, WrestleCade is the premier event that happens every year in North Carolina in Winston-Salem. And on November 28th, Matt Hardy will be defending his WrestleCade title against Jeff Jarrett. You do not want to miss that one. Anyway, thank you guys for bearing with me and being patient as I get this damn family started. I'll be back sooner with the next Thoughts from the Throne. I hope you guys have enjoyed it. Be well, and remember, don't be boring, be exciting.
Keep coming back. I got a family to feed.
Get with it, boy.